Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. We are continuing to look at Operation Monster Force. This will be going through the next 2 weeks all the way through Halloween Day. Could not have been more perfectly timed. As I mentioned yesterday in our epic review of Declan Van Helsing, figure number 1 in the series, I was blown away. It was a 35-minute review, I think, and I looked at every single thing about that figure. Today's Delta Red Urban Operations Trooper might not get quite as in-depth because we looked at so many different aspects of the figure in detail yesterday. So if there are things specifically about articulation and compatibility and other things, go look at that first review. I recommend to anybody watching the rest of these, look at the Declan Van Helsing review. That'll answer a lot of your questions. Packaging is beautiful and classy. Nice open up. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this answers one question that I had. Is each figure going to have a different part of the story? And the answer to that is yes. So this is an ongoing story through these first 8 figures. We know Declan Van Helsing is the good guy. What I'm not so sure about is everybody else a bad guy? And I'm not going to read this whole thing to you because this is a lot of paragraphs and that's not what we're here for. We just want to know if these are good figures. Operation Monster Force is formed under Dracula's direction. A unique vampire strike unit is created. Okay, so Delta Red are the good guys. The Forgotten King is the bad guy. So that's as much as I'm going to get into the lore, because again, the important thing is, are these good, cool, quality action figures? And that is what we're going to open up and find out right now with our Delta Red Urban Operations Trooper. One of the good guys. So if you haven't watched it, and you really do need to watch that Declan Van Helsing review, I am in love with that figure. It is a Figure of the Year candidate for sure. Worth noting, these are all of the extra accessories that this guy includes. These are troop builders for sure, but the quality of that first figure from yesterday's review just absolutely blew me away. I couldn't get enough of it. Everything about it works like it is supposed to. It's just unbelievable. And the point that I kept making, and this is not to sort of minimize G.I. Joe Classified, which is, that's the analog you're looking at, right? I mean, realistically, that's what these are going to go alongside. But for $12 more than a classified figure, I find these to be an unbelievable bargain. It makes me feel like classified figures probably shouldn't cost as much as they do. And look, I don't want to disparage Hasbro or Classified, because I love that line. But my gosh, this stuff from Fresh Monkey Fiction it's not next level. It's like second level after Classified, maybe 2 up. They're just that good. Oh my gosh, I just saw something on that alternate head that blew me away. We'll take a look at that in a minute. A point that I make time and time again is that I do not look too closely at any of the stuff that like if I know I want to order something, I don't look super closely at it because I don't want to just know what I'm getting. I want this experience of opening the figure and discovering the extras and everything. I want that experience. I don't want to just know, like from looking online, what I'm getting into. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the shared parts here, which there are going to be a decent amount of throughout the line, I'm sure, and that's fine by me, because when you're talking about any kind of military line, even if it's fantasy military like this, like, uniforms are a thing. Standard issue, it's a thing. So I can see right off the bat, the tactical vests are probably going to be shared throughout the line. However, you can see these two look incredibly different. Well, I haven't done my photography yet for this guy. Because all of these little individual parts are swappable. So not only are the paint jobs very, very different on these tactical vests, as you can see, but you can customize them. Like, just with Declan Van Helsing, no two peoples are going to look alike. So once you get to these troop builders, you're really going to have a lot of variety in how you make each one of them look. So I talked about the plastic yesterday. The plastic feels great. It is weirdly like a little lighter in some way than classified, but very sturdy. The joints move like you want them to move. You've got those butterfly joints at the shoulder. You've got, I mean, it's basically classified articulation. I like the way they did those knee pads. Those look really good. Boots look great. Great detail on those. And you can see all the textures in here. And just the amount of paint is mind-blowing. And then we put a classified figure next to a Monster Force figure. You can see they scale very well together, proportionally, aesthetically, everything about them. Like, these can absolutely be put in a diorama or figure photography or on the shelf or whatever together. Like, they work. All right. So let's take a closer look at this portrait. This is the unhelmeted vampire portrait. Very unique, very interesting. I like the pointed ears. Looks like one mean customer. You can see those gloves have the knuckle dusters on them. I like that detail, that ridge around the sleeve right there. This guy has the same torso as Declan Van Helsing, but different sleeves. Or at least different... Okay, so same down to the elbow, but then different forearms. Because Van Helsing has... You can see rolled up. So that's a nice little touch there. So there you go. Beautiful blue color. If you can see the paint on that, just looks... Really brings that sculpt out. Oh man, we're getting into the... All right, so we've got two levels of accessories with these guys, is what I discovered yesterday. Is we've got what's in the tray, which is what we're going to take a look at first, and then we've got what's in the bags, which we'll look at after we take a look at the tray accessories. But the thing I want to point out right now is, as I said, all of these elements on this tactical vest are swappable. So the degree of customization you've got here... And look, there's more. Oh, I've got a little pocket right here for magazine. And that whole piece pops off. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even catch that on Declan's. That piece pops off as well. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so you've got all of that. And then you've got a spot on the back. Also, the vest comes off very, very easily. Same kind of peg right here on a closure that slides off over the top of his head and his arm. And then you can pop that right back in there. I say you can pop that right back in there. Declan's worked really, really well, which was very satisfying considering it was the first time I'd reviewed one of these. This one may take a little more effort. And since I have no intention of ever taking his vest off, I do regret even messing with that. You know how these pegs tend to work. Like, you got to get them just right. And I think I just did. Yep. Okay, we're good. So there you go. that is where our customization happens. He also has multiple alternate hands. He's got fist for punching, gesture hands, trigger finger hands. We're absolutely going to go ahead and put a trigger finger hand on there. And by the way, the swappability on the hands is great, very easy to accomplish. And the trigger finger hands have up and down movement. All the rest of the hands have the lateral side to side movement. This is his standard issue blaster. Paint is incredible, obviously. Look at that. And then we've got your magazine with the silver bullet in it. Cannot wait to get a werewolf in this line. So, absolutely beautiful piece right there. Let's see what else he came with. Well, we know each of these figures comes with a stand. It's up to you whether or not you want to use a stand. I will say these are very classy. The printing on it looks great. I mentioned yesterday that it kind of reminds me of Sideshow Collectibles Universal Monsters figures a little bit. And they do peg into the feet nice and snug. So you're good to go there. We've got one alternate head that is a fully helmeted, like cyber head, I guess. Almost kind of predator looking. It's cool. I like it. Not going to use it. It's my least favorite of the three, even though it is awesome. And look at all the painted detail in there. It's awesome, but I'm not going to use it. And then there's this one, which has like a riot shield on it. But check this out. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, look at that. That is killer. That might be the head. Although I really do like just the standard vampire portrait. But we got to see how easy it is to swap these. Okay, pops off. Got a nice big ball on there. And notice it's got that great pivot that they eliminated from the other brand stuff. I hate to keep talking about classified. Oh, that pops right into place. Looks great. So this is like a more heavily armored head because I believe... Oh my gosh, there are two little bags. Oh wait, no, I knew that because the little bag in here is blast effects, which it looks like these are going to be standard issue through all the figures. So I'm just going to show them real quick. Same four pieces that came with Declan Van Helsing, which is fine. And then we've got... This is where all of the... Oh, what? Okay, so all of these figures come with these thigh pieces where you can attach whatever you want. I'm not going to go through the process of putting everything on this guy just because I already did it with Declan. They slide right onto the thighs and they are snug. They stay put. They're great. And then you can peg... Whoa. Oh my gosh. You can peg whatever you want into these. Like this is for his satellite radio. Or satellite radio. So you can peg whatever you want into those thigh pieces. There is, let's see. Oh, now see, this one has paint on it. Declan's didn't have that paint on it. That's interesting. Well, you can see it right here. So I don't know if that's an omission or if he just didn't get that paint app. But that looks much nicer. So there you go. That slides right in there. He has got the same two hand blasters that Declan had, only these have like a blue steel treatment on them, which looks great. You've got this alternate piece for the tactical vest. You can see it has these pockets in the front here. And I think I'm probably going to stick with what came on this one since I swapped Declan's out. For that one, I'm going to put this back on. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So he gets that. Then the knife sheath with the knife that also has the like blued steel effect on it. I called this basically the Rambo survival knife because I had one that looked just like this when I was a kid. After Rambo came out, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I'm going to put that up here on this guy. I didn't want it in Declan's face, but I guess I'm going to stick it in his face maybe. It does seem a little awkward though. We've got elbow pads, which is a nice touch. So let's slide those on and just see what they look like. I didn't expect like full-on Mattel WWE style elbow pads for this guy. Look at that. Go right into place. So yeah, I'm going to keep these on him. Because this is, look, it's going to be very difficult not to get tempted into troop building these. I mean, I would like to have at least 2 more of these since we've got 2 alternate heads. Look at that. But I've got to try to control myself. Then we're going to throw these grenades right in the middle, maybe. A little ordnance there. And then I'm just going to put a pouch. Who knows? Oh no, the pouch isn't going to fit there because this piece is sticking up too far. So what can we stick there? I guess those other grenades that were on there before, those are a little loose in the middle. I might just put that panel back on there because it doesn't look like anything else is really going to particularly fit in that spot. But interesting that they gave us the option. All right, I'm not going to play around with these anymore because we've got other stuff to look at. We've got these shoulder pads that I just realized probably aren't going to fit over the elbow pads. So I think that is just going to go like that and work pretty well. Sit it on that bicep. Although I do have to wonder, why don't the shoulder pads match that helmet? That knife is bothering me. I'm just going to leave all that stuff off for right now. But they do match. They do have color similarities with the knee pads and the elbow pads. So that's not bad. All right, let's get that one on. Pretty good. I do kind of wish the helmet matched those. This might influence my decision on whether or not to keep using this helmet. And it also looks like this piece pops off and can be left off entirely, I guess. But also you've got, oh, whoa, how cool is this? Okay, wait. Let me get this pegged into place. So check this out. That slides right into place there. It's like a blast shield. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. What else? I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, you can see how many different possibilities. Oh, he's got holster, which on him I might stick right back here since I put it on Declan's thigh. So we'll just stick that holster back there. Put that in there. But you can see the sheer variety of stuff that you can do, how different you're going to be able to make all of these troops look if you decide to troop build this figure. I am, again, just absolutely blown away by this line. All of the extras, all the customization, just everything about it. I cannot believe how much fun these are, how high the quality is, the amount of thought that was put into just the design and everything about them. These are the toys of the year. I'll go ahead and say it right now. Unless I run into some kind of like disasters with the remaining 6 that I have to review, this is going to be the line of the year. I'm blown away. And this is, keep in mind, this is Fresh Monkey Fiction, an independent toy company. Just making it happen, living the dream. Congratulations to Fresh Monkey Fiction and to Big Bad Toy Store, where these are currently exclusively available. They're nailing it. They're killing it. These are, I'm just blown away. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, buy what you like. Look at that. Oh, man.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.